For me, I've never been on a vacation doing something that I love like this that also has structure to it, and there's a lot of care. All of that connected with really friendly, amazing people that we grew close to throughout the week. It just is an experience that I've never had.
I actually started listening to the Surf Simply podcast probably 2.5 years ago, and I told my mom about it, and she did some research and she booked the trip.
You know, we came here for my son, who's been surfing for years, and we thought, well, it'd be a good graduation present for him. So we came for him, really.
He's been talking about the school for like years, and he's been checking the website to see like the availability to go. And I was like, okay, I'm done listening to this. We're gonna book it right now and we'll figure it out later. We're gonna book our vacation.
In our jobs, we're problem solvers. That's what we get paid to do. So the idea of being able to come and look at basically a flow chart of steps to improve with coaching really appealed to our educational kind of background.
Having an opportunity to learn about surfing with instructions and breaking it down and having the opportunity to get better and spend a week with a great friend was hard to pass up.
Yeah, right.
The new resort is beautiful. The way that it just like sits with the jungle and the reserve right behind.
The way it allows people to go kind of in and out of the group. You chat, and then you watch a little bit of surf movie thing, and then you have a little food, and then you go do your massage. But throughout the day, everybody's flowing in and out of the same space and connecting, but without the pressure of always doing everything together.
I think it's nicer to be right at the beach and walk rather than take the truck. Extraordinary.
Coaching is absolutely phenomenal. Every little detail, the analysis, the video analysis, the approach, working through all the steps.
It was very comforting to have all of the coaches working together in the water, saying the same things, coaching on the same progression. And they all have feedback that would be the same feedback regardless of whoever it is that you've primarily been working with through the week.
The coaching was really all about the why, and then backing down the pieces to make sure that we understood each step and how that would impact our outcome.
The best part for me is seeing yourself on video, as awkward as that can be. It's absolutely the best way to learn for me, and somebody telling me what to do doesn't work, but somebody showing me what to do and then showing me what I've done wrong is like, you can fix it.
The coaches here were just amazing. They were so organized, and the program is so disciplined and easy to follow, and they're passionate about what they do. It was great. It was a fun experience.
Marlon did a really great job. He was like very accommodating, but also pushing me to like next level and explaining me what's happening next, explaining me why we're doing things.
Will is amazing. Not only is he a really good surfer, he's funny, and he was super welcoming and just was encouraging in my path to progress.
Phil is absolutely phenomenal. Every step of the way in the water, reviewing the videos, teaching me how to read the waves.
Yeah, I had Jordan and Harrison, and they were both amazing, really. They knew how to motivate you, knew how to give constructive criticism. They were fun, they were lighthearted, they're both super bright.
Tommy's great. Tommy, I don't think he ever didn't have a smile.
So out in the water, tons of support, and then the theory breakdown was just super helpful.
I was with Derek this week. I loved how consistent he was. His message was the same all week long. You've got the technical feedback, but you've also got the emotional and moral support, and that was just huge for me.
The conditions were great. It started off bigger than I expected, but that was fine. I thought it was a great opportunity to learn, and then it got a little more friendly as the week went on, but otherwise just amazing waves the whole week.
Riding the wave for me was like a highlight of the week, I think. I had quite a few very cool ones, and that felt really, really amazing.
I think, watching my son surf every day, it was a lot of fun. He was in heaven. This was perfect for him, and so it was fun to be out there with him.
The highlight is the belief that this is a process that can be learned, that we can break this down into steps, and we can learn all of these things. And maybe I haven't learned all of them, maybe I never will, but I can still progress.
You go out and you surf and you feel great, and then you come back and you have a coconut and you hang out with your friend, and it's just this like, I don't know, special, magical, fantastic, whatever adjective you want to use.
Sometimes the muscles get really sore after a couple of days of surfing twice a day. So those massages help, and then the stretching exercises feel very painful, but after you come out of it, it's definitely worth it.
And I like how they're like very focused,
surfer specific.
Like surfer specific stretching exercises. Yeah, it was really good.
To go into a massage and say to Crystal or Gabby, this is where it's hurting, and then you come out with a stretch to do, and they talk to Andre, and then Andre helps you with the same thing, and then by the next morning you're actually feeling better.
The program here at Surf Simply really draws people who are committed to learning and developing as surfers. So when you have that commonality, everything else seems to flow really easily.
Everybody was, I don't know how they did it, but for us they picked 11 other people who were just pleasant to get around, and it was great.
I think a week at Surf Simply is probably going to be equivalent to 2 to 3 years of surfing on your own. The amount of information you receive, video coaching, is just, there's no other way you can do this by yourself.
You're so immersed in surfing, I never thought I would be breaking down video of, where my front foot is on a surfboard. It's super detailed and focused, and yet fun and lighthearted, and it's just a really intense experience.
Yeah, I actually sent a picture of the schedule to a friend who surfs, and he was quite jealous. Everything around it, from what we were eating to the stretching to the conversations, it was all about surfing and a real sense of camaraderie with people that we didn't even know.
It feels really special, and it's luxurious, but it's also, you have to really give yourself to it, I think, to get a lot out of it.
Oh, the food is amazing. The whole staff in the kitchen, not only are they amazing surfers as well, they are on the cutting edge of food.
The food was spectacular. I think Dennis and the whole staff in the kitchen are great. My wife is a chef. She rarely admits to it, but we owned a restaurant for a bunch of years, and the food was great. I mean, they really nailed it. It was creative. It was different every time.
I came into the trip knowing that I could surf fairly well, but Will did a really great job of letting me know how I could progress and how I did progress into a bunch of new longboarding maneuvers.
So I thought it was phenomenal. The progression, like from not knowing what I need to do next to and knowing exactly what I need to work on when I come back home.
I actually didn't even decide to surf until 2 or 3 days before we came, but it was just so engrossing. There was no way I was going to quit until I caught some good waves, and I think it's just the start for me now.
Yeah, it's spectacular. It's worth the wait. It's just this brings it to a whole different level.
This is different.
I was afraid that time would go really fast this week, and it hasn't. It's gone really slowly in a really, really good way. So.
I pretty much hit all the bases. Surf Simply is an amazing place.
You guys are doing fantastic. Yeah, absolutely love it.